matter that is very close to our hearts, that's very personal to many of us, very sensitive matter, very painful matter indeed. And yes, some of us have lived with some bitterness, and we make no apologies about that. We were a people in war, led into war not by our own wishes or design, but in self-defense. No apologies, Nigeria. No apologies to the world. But here we are. I'm sorry, I'm going to stand up, if you don't mind. My name is Onyeko Onwenu, and it's not the Onyeko Onwenu that you think you know, that you read about in the papers, but the Onyeko Onwenu that was born and raised in Port Harcourt. That's correct. And the person who made that statement knows when he says DK Onwenu, he's telling you where this person came from. My father was a Prince Uzodinma in the Federal House, and he was representing a Port Harcourt constituency. He was the principal of Enitonia High School. He was a brilliant man, but he died too early. Thank you. That's my background. I'm also from Abia State. Since I am Adamazi, I'm Adamazi. I'm from Igbo State, Arundizorga. From Anambra, where my mother comes from. I can go there and live. I can do anything I want in Anambra. Nobody can say anything to me. I'm also from Lagos State. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I'm from Lagos State. I married a Yoruba man. I have 2 Yoruba children. They only paid 5,000 naira as bride price. So we have a right to demand more money anytime. 5 minutes going. Yes, 50 years after I fought the war. As a young girl, 14, 15, 16, 17, I was in that war. And I lost many relatives. I worked in hospitals. I carried babies who died in my arms. I treated old people who took days to die. People were dying out of hunger. Even our soldiers were dying out of hunger at a particular point. But thank God, we survived. You see, when my father died at 40, he was a politician and also a principal, but he didn't have much money. In those days, you had to keep your day job, even if you were a member of the House of Representatives. Yes, my mother, an Anambra woman, was a trader. Put your hands together for Anambra woman. She was richer than my dad, so my dad would borrow money from her to buy the land, and he never paid back. You know how it is. And my mother dared not raise the subject again. At the end of the war, I could not go back to Port Harcourt. My home was abandoned property. Those of you who come from Port Harcourt know the story. The home that a widow, my father had just laid the foundation when he died in a motor car accident, on duty. The building that a widow, and living just adjacent to us, the Eco-Foods on Hospital Road, we could see you, we could relate. In fact, I thought we were related because every family in Port Harcourt was together. You didn't care where they came from or who they were. Once you're from Port Harcourt, every parent had the right to reprimand another child that you saw misbehaving. It was a beautiful town, but we couldn't get back to it. So for me, the Civil War never ended. At the end of that war, my father, oh no, it never ended. Still going on. I had no family house. My poor mother went back to claim the property. She was beaten into a coma by people whom she had helped all her life and sent to school because she's an Igbo woman, and now Port Harcourt belongs to another group of people. They forgot the sacrifices that the Igbos made. It's still going on. No apology has ever been made about that. The road that is now referred to Harold Wilson Drive used to be DK Onwenu Road because of the sacrifice that people like the Onwenus, the Eco-Foods, you know them, the sacrifices they made in building up Port Harcourt. Here I am. So I traveled outside thanks to my sister who was at Harvard at the time, who organized for the rest of us to come and go to school. But we all came back to do what? To develop Nigeria. I have tried, with the little talent that God has given me, to use it for the betterment of my society and my country. But can I tell you something? That if I were a Yoruba or Hausa woman, I would probably have had more patronage, I would have had more help and more support than I have got by my self-help effort to raise this country up. But I'm not asking anybody for anything. I put myself through school. My widowed mother did her best, but I was working 2 jobs in America to put myself through school. I didn't.
Sorry guys, I have to take it back a bit. Before then, I have to welcome you guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is our first broadcast today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on time zone. I can see that we have Obuchi John is here and Alozie and Bruce. Both of you have made a comment, and I believe that both of you have liked the video, because I can see 3 people only like this video at the moment, even though we have more people watching. But we are not going to persuade anybody to, like I normally do. Is your choice to do that. Iko Tuonye is here. My brother, good morning to you. Nice to have you. So why I have to pause this video for now, I would have, allow it to play to the end before I can make a comment, is because the body language of 2 men close to Yeko, when she's, pour her feelings about the treatment of Igbos, says a lot. And I would like you to watch that. Just observe it the way I can see it here. It's not as if something strange about it. It's just that when truth hits you, somehow you will not control it. You will be forced to. Even if you don't want to say any word, but your facial expression and your body language will tell a lot. We say a lot about what you have heard, and let's go there. Let me take it back. Okay, just pay attention. Listen.
Because she's an Igbo woman.
Okay.
And now Port Harcourt belonged to another group of people.
Okay.
They support the sacrifices that they
just be paying attention to this person and the other man somewhere here. Okay. Just pay attention. Just look at their faces and body language.
It's still going on. No apology has ever been made about that. The road that is now referred to Harold Wilson Drive used to be DK Owenu Road.
Okay.
Because of the sacrifice that people like the Owenos, the Igbo Fools, you know them, the sacrifices they made in building up the tribal. Here I am. So I traveled outside thanks to my sister who was at Harvard at the time, who organized for the rest of us to come and go to school. But we all came back to do what? To develop Nigeria. I have tried, with the little talent that God has given me, to use it for the betterment of my society and my country. But can I tell you something? That if I were a Yoruba or Hausa woman, I would probably have had more patronage, I would have had more help and more support than I have got by my self-help effort to raise this country up. But I'm not asking anybody for anything. I put myself through school. My widowed mother did her best, but I was working 2 jobs in America to put myself through school. I didn't want to take Nigerian scholarship because they were giving it to everybody, those who deserved it and those who didn't. And many of them were not even in school. I put myself through school. Wellesley College and the New School for Social Research. I have no apologies to make to anybody. I am angry. I am angry at Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm angry at this government which seems to be letting us down. I am angry at us as a people. I am angry at my people in Igbo. Because
look at this. Look at the man. Before the statement, he was throwing his face sideways, and suddenly he have to use 2 hands to. You know what that means? Just watch.
If they have refused you, why are you refusing yourself? Stop complaining and do it for yourself. We've always been able to do that. How did we build Imo Airport? Nobody built it. We spent how many years raising money? I know it was my equipment. I was traveling all over the country for concerts. I gave 3 concerts to build Imo Airport. That's who we have been. And I remember in those days, Efurana, Imo State Union, Urana, ZCOB, DK Owenufa, You tell them, that's it. No dispute. Everybody follows the line and gets done what needs to be done. Let me tell you about Igbo. Igbo are wonderful people. Let me tell you about Igbo. Igbo are resilient. Let me tell you about Igbo. Igbo are people with integrity, with conscience, with a feeling of humanity that they can reach out wherever they are and contribute something to that society and not care that they're not even from there. That's who we are. Do not categorize us as people who are uncle. We don't have unity amongst ourselves. You're kidding yourself. We love ourselves. But we also love our neighbors. You see, to love your neighbor, you have got to love yourself. That's what the good book said.
Okay, see the man that I was talking about? Almost, he wants to doze off. Whether I don't know if he's Igbo or not, this is not about tribal issue. I just want to tell you, people that are not comfortable with what she's saying, they're somehow ashamed of themselves. You turn to this one for a very long time. For some time now, he have not even removed his hands from his mouth and the jaw and all that because he's uncomfortable with what is. Because truth is just like, we know when Manson said that truth is more powerful than bullets. This is truth at work. You see, Oyeko one is gone, according to the news. People, that news was meant to know. Like me, I heard it this morning. Some people said yesterday. I don't know when that happened. And to be honest with you, I don't know what happened to her. It's very, very shocking and very, very sad. When good people, when a good person is gone, suddenly like this, the pain is always there. The atmosphere will change. People will become, people will mourn. People will feel so sad about it. Whether you like her or not, somehow she knows where she comes from. And she's not a type, she's not our problem. I don't see her as she's not our problem. She actually passed through what all of us have gone through in terms of the hardship, the subjugation, the bad treatment from the government and what have you. She have gone through those things, and here she have opportunity to pour out her mind, not those ones that will tell you let's move the country forward and backward and all that. I may indict her in some problems, some things that she have committed, which some of them are thinking that Nigerian will work by singing a song to make Nigerian better and all that, looking for doing something that will make Nigeria to welcome you back, even though you have not done anything, okay, to prove to Nigerians that you are with them and all that. You have not done anything wrong. They just want to use that to, step on you. Nigerians, one of the things they always say about the Igbo people is that, oh, you guys were the 1967 coup, 1960 whatever coup and all that. But then if you ask them, the coup that you are talking about was not done by Igbo alone. What is the offense of Igbo people about the coup? Do you have your own people in the soldiers that conduct that coup? Yes, they do. But why the focus on Igbo? They don't have any answer to that. But okay, is it when you it's not as if they care about humanity, like they don't like people to die just like that. People that they killed in the queue and people that they have killed because of the queue, which of them is more which of them is more in number, which of them is more painful, which of them, I'm not saying that killing is good. I'm trying to tell you that even if you want to retaliate on something, for how long are you going to retaliate for one thing? Then you can answer, okay, enough is enough. For how long are you going to retaliate on that? This is to tell you that it's not about the queue. It's not about queue that was organized by Chukwumakita. That is not the issue. The hatred is there, inborn. And the generation that witnessed or conduct that queue, they are no more. Most of them are no here. Well, then why are people going through the same issue over and over and over again? Imagine something that happened as far back as 60-something. Now 70 has come and gone, 80 come and gone, 90 have come and gone, 2000. The same thing that happened in 1960s It's still the same thing these people are using to marginalize you, to bring. This is not about the queue. They only want, they have to put their hands in something to perpetrate the evil they want to perpetrate. That's why I see it. And to me, it's not something that anybody will be proud of. Unless you are lying to yourself, probably like those of the Igbo people that have one or two properties that still believe they're going to get one or two things from the government. They are the one, lying to themselves. And still, like today, you can see some of our brothers that I say that they're in DOS, which I prefer to call them IPON, which is Indigenous People of Nigeria. I have seen some of them posting, using their platform to promote, to share, okay, issues and discussions about the protest in Nigeria to make Nigeria to work. These are people that have come out to tell you that they're working on the ground. Nobody's asking them, why are you talking? Why don't you just, we're expecting you for 3 years now to bring what you have dig out from your underground that you have been all this while. None of them have presented anything. That's a story for another day, but I just want to highlight on that because what Oyeko said here is almost the same thing that we are witnessing from other people from our place. People that will tell you, some of them have used this issue of you hate yourself, you hate yourself. Oyeko won't have the answer here, and what she said is that Igbos love themselves. They not only love themselves, they love their neighbor. We all know who we are. We know what our people can do. There's nothing like propaganda about it. You can see it. You can test for it. You can confirm it. If you are not honest, you know that what she said is true. Now, let me allow her to come because we have other things to touch. I just want to pay a little bit tribute to her because I don't know much about her, but you have to start with this one because this is one of the best speech she have made concerning our people and the state of Igbos in Nigeria today.
Love your neighbor as yourself. So how are you going to love your neighbor if you don't know anything about self-love? I am a proud Igbo woman. And know this. If there's anything you know about me as I walk into a place, know that there's nothing you can do to me in this country to bow my head. I will not do it. I am my father's daughter. I am my mother's daughter. As an Igbo person, I stand before you committed to the project called Nigeria. But at the same time, you talk about never again. With what is happening now, never again? I don't know. But I will soon take my seat. Let me say to the rest of Nigeria.
Now, when she said with what is going on now, you cannot say never again because the tendency of repeating the same thing again is we can see it is visible. That's why she reiterated never again. With what is going on now, never again. And this one throw his face somewhere. These are people that knows the problem. They know. They don't want to talk about what they're committing. Sometimes they will come out sounding like a politician, which they are, trying to sound politically correct, to make things look like as everything is all right, you don't need to complain, we can solve this, we can fix this, we can do that. But Otto Abonage, listen.
You insult us, and sometimes we do the insulting as well, and that's terrible. We've come to a stage where we have to be insulting each other so badly. But go ahead. We will not succumb. We will not bow. We are children of God. We're here for a purpose. God has put us on this good earth for that purpose. You cannot drive us to the sea. You cannot tell us to shut up and take the pain that you are inflicting on us, abuse us on top of it. Listen, if you don't want us, then let us go. Thank you.
Never seen a project like this before. Thank you very much.
Okay. The MC said that he never see Oyeko winning this before. Okay. We are going to touch other things. We are done with Oyeko Wenu's speech. So, and it has. Okay, we have updates from Biafra land. We have been, you know, I got a comment from one of us, just a comment on one of my video, saying that Peter Mbah was busy yesterday, probably because I talked about him yesterday that since he choose not to, you know, walk the walk, and after talking the talking, putting his words where he's putting action where he put his words, that I prefer that I welcome that. Don't just try to test the resoluteness of or strength of Biafrans. It is better you talk and just avoid things to be the way it is. Political Bruha, I see you. Good morning to you. Nice to see you. I can see your comment. I think okay. Equal to I have gone through your comment as well. So, and the person said that yesterday he decided to flood the street of Enugu with a lot of armor tanks, military personnel, doing what he thinks that he's going to do best to make sure that Enugu is in control by his government. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. The truth is that everybody have a way of, you know, kind of method of reaction. You may decide to react on something different. Excuse me. So sorry about that. The reaction that Mr. A gives to something must not be the same with the one Mr. B will give. That's what I can say about it. He decided to, you know, come out with a lot of military personnel just to make sure that he proves that he have the strength. Erin, I see you. Thank you for your comment as well. Like the video, please. If you are coming in, like the video so that others will get to watch the video as well. So having military personnel in Enugu State is just like okay, let me put it this way. Diana, I see you. May her soul rest in peace. She has done her own part. Exactly, my sister. Nice to have you. Nice to have you on this broadcast. You know, when you want to build let's say a car, and you know a company that have used to build car, but you want to build a car, first thing you need to do is to make sure that you go to that company that used to build, have been building cars, to see how they build that car, try to learn from, pick something from them, then add it with what you have and see how far you can go on that. But if you wake up and want to be like somebody without paying attention to the challenges that person have gone through, to know if the person actually defeat those challenges or he is still going through a lot, facing the challenge, what is the challenges that he's facing, that means you have to blame yourself. Whatever you see, you have to blame yourself, because you have every opportunity to learn from what other people is going through, but you choose not to. You want to be, you know, organ of your own. You want to control things. You want to be, you know, you want to be everything. You. That means you may end up regretting the action that you have chose to take. We know what is going on in Abia State. We know what is going on in Ebonyi State. We know what is going on in Delta, in Anambra, in Imo. So in all these states, both in Rivers State and all that, as a governor serving in Nigeria, it is your duty to choose what you want. You are the first person that makes choice for the state before any other person from that state. If you choose wrongly, people from that state may suffer, including you. If you choose wisely, you may be exempted from the challenges that others are facing. What am I trying to say? Biafran is not about it's not like PDP and APC and APOGA and what have you. Biafran is a nation. Whatever they choose is different from what your parties, or let me say your co-party, or they call it rivalry. I don't know what. I don't know if they actually, if they're rivalry, or most of them are jumping from one party to another every now and then. So it's different from when Biafran choose to do something. They chose to sit at home, and there's a government. Biafrans are paying attention to the government, not your government. You are just there temporarily because people that own the land are not happy with the whole thing, and you are representing what they don't want. It doesn't mean they hate you. What it simply means is that you are operating from what people don't wish to have. Therefore, whatever you are trying to do, you are the one forcing people to do your wish and your will. But if you see what is going on, how Biafrans and government of other states are, living, and you choose to, replicate the same thing in your own state, you want to repeat the same thing in your own state, whatever that happens, you have to blame yourself. But my concern is people that are going to be victim because people will be victim of what you are trying to do. You victimize them because you are inviting people that have by many Biafrans. If you check in Osumowo, in Imo State, people from that part will tell you that they have lost a lot of youth courtesy of people that Peter Mbah is inviting in Enugu State. Why Enugu State? What about Ebonyi State? What about Abia State? You are putting military tanks in the streets of Enugu just to provoke Biafras, right? And after that provocation, you run to the government house and mount your aides, your security, military personnel. Your wife and your children are probably abroad, and you are there earning salary, looting for them to survive in abroad. Because in abroad, you have to pay everything. Nobody knows that you're a governor. There, your children face the same thing, and a street hawker, former street hawker, somewhere in different land that managed to travel abroad are facing the same trend that your children are going to board in. It's the same trend that others are going to take as well. Nobody will differentiate, no convoy, no security, nothing whatsoever. They will live like other normal human beings in abroad. But the difference is that you, as a governor, you are making millions for them to sustain their life, to live large in abroad. They're not working. They are students, but they are living as if they own everything abroad, right? Fine. You forgot that your decision is going to cost people's life. Because the same people you are bringing to set armor tank and all that, you can see what have committed in another state. Some of you say, no, they are not the one. Some of you say, no, they are not the one committing anything. That is Biafrans that are doing that to force them out of the land. We can see what is going on. We know the truth. All right? And I will bring this our brother, Marvelous Arez. There's a video that he just made 15 hours ago, and I love what he said here. Let me just share it with us, and I will be right back.
Because that's what they are. The only reason you see them wherever you see
Let's start
them
from the beginning.
The Nigerian military and the Nigerian police do not understand the rule of engagement. They do not believe in the rules of engagement. They are not anywhere in the entire Nigeria to protect anybody. In fact, there is no Nigerian that has seen or heard of where the Nigerian military or the Nigerian police killed an innocent civilian for no reason. That is why the people that know who they really are call them terrorists, because that's what they are. The only reason you see them wherever you see them is that they are being sent out to kill. That is the only thing they know. Kill. Your life means nothing to them. Secondly, we all know when they hear Biafra, they get charged up to kill. And if you don't know who Biafrans are, you are a Biafran. Every sane person in Nigeria is seen as a Biafran. Every handsome guy, every beautiful lady, every fine person, every rich guy, every successful person, they see in Nigeria. Any educated person, education is not about you went to school, you have this degree, you have any wise person they see in Nigeria, anybody they see that know what they don't know or have what they don't have, they tag you a Biafran, you are Igbo. But the truth is, even in Biafra, not all Biafrans are Igbos. We all know that there is an ongoing contest in Biafra land, in the eastern part of Nigeria. I mean, between Nigeria government and the Biafra Republic government in exile, between the Nigeria army and the Biafra Defense Force, between Tinubu and his government versus Simon Ekpa and his government. If you don't know, ask questions. Now, my point is this: if you really don't know what sit at home is meant for, I'll give you one secret. I know most of you think we are just sitting at home because we are demanding the release of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. We are protesting in our own way, in grand style, as we always say. Sit at home day is also a day that the Biafra Liberation Army move around to sanitize our land. There are terrorists in our land, people who came to kill us. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian military are not your friend. Anybody who carries gun and say Nigeria, anybody who carries gun and has a tag Nigeria is not your friend. You are their enemy. Even some of you still serving with the Nigerian military, I pity you. I pity you. They look at you, they see an enemy. They look at you, they see an enemy. But that's by the way. Now, if Simon Ekpa has declared sit at home, please sit at home for your own safety. For your own safety. The Biafra Liberation Army understand fully well the rules of engagement. That is why they only come out mostly during sit at home. It's not like they don't come out other days. They are everywhere, every day. But that sit at home day is a day to sanitize Biafra land, to demand the release of Martin Nnamdi Kanu, to show Nigeria that we are not happy about the kidnap of Martin Nnamdi Kanu, to show the world that the Biafra Republic government in exile is in charge of Biafra land, and to delegitimize the representatives of Nigeria in Biafra land, that is the governors, the senators, the Guinea, and everybody holding an office in Biafra land representing Nigeria, to delegitimize them, to show them that they are nobody. There is a new mayor in town. There is a new government in charge. The Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto government in homeland. Biafra matter is no longer piloted by illiterates. Biafra Liberation Army, the people you see killing soldiers and police everywhere, they are not unskilled, they are not untrained, they are not hungry, they are not escapees from prison, as Nigerian media will always tell you to deceive you and discredit them. This army is formidable. This is the same army that defeated Boko Haram, Fulani bandits, and all those people carrying car up and down to kill people everywhere in Nigeria, in Benue, in Plateau, Kaduna, Borno, everywhere. Have you heard them killing anybody in the east? We conquered them. Biafra Liberation Army conquered them. But these are the same people that Nigerian army, with all the support and all the money and all the assistance and everything, couldn't conquer. Today, Boko Haram are in charge of over 30 local governments in Zamfara, Kaduna, and Borno. Biafra Liberation Army conquered who they couldn't conquer. And they are coming to Biafra land thinking they can conquer the people that conquered the people they couldn't conquer. The Biafra Liberation Army you hear about, some of them are from Benue, some of them are from Kogi, some of them are from Edo, some of them are from Delta. We are brothers. We are brothers. They know. We are brothers. If you don't know, our enemies know. We are all IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. That is who we are. Forget all the propaganda they are using our name to do. We are IPOB. We are the people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra. If you are a Biafran, you are IPOB. And our government is the Biafra Republic government in exile. If you hear sit at home, please sit at home, so that you won't end up becoming a casualty. Biafra Liberation Army will not kill you, they will not hurt you. But the people they come to engage are the ones that will kill you.
I don't think you need any other explanation, unless you want somebody that will speak your own local dialect. And that, if that is what you want, then you can put your dialect on the comment. Then I will look for someone to translate it for you to understand that everything this Abra said here is all we have been saying. Because coming out to challenge, put yourself between two people trying to, do the needful. One, people that want to take your land, and your brother that want to push those who want to take your land. Yesterday, I brought a video of someone they kidnapping, someone in Enugu State. And the kidnappers told this guy, after at point of release, they told him that what you are seeing now is just a preamble. That we that are here are just minor, just small percentage of us are here. That the real people, main group people, many people are still on their way heading down to your place. When you hear your place in Enugu State, and some of you from you may say, okay, that will be in Enugu State. No, they are coming to Ebonyi State. They are coming to. You see, the people that are in the Benue State, people that are in Kogi, you know, not east and not whatever you have, whatever they have there, all of them are facing security issues, and the same people are still coming down to your place. It's not as if they're going to leave Benue. No, they will, because there are many numbers. Remember, the border in the north is still open, meaning that they have free movement. That was what these people from the those northerners in the House of Assembly, you know, when they said that ECOWAS law allow every Africans to move, that there's a free movement. They capitalize on that to bring their brother from Sahel. And remember, they don't need house. They don't need hospital. They don't need that. All they need is bush. The only thing they need is bush and tarpaulin with the help of government. That's nothing more. You that are you want to go to school. You are worried on how you will train your children and they become somebody in the future. You are worried on how to buy land, fence it, build house, comfortable home, hospital. When you want to deliver child, baby, you go to hospital. You are worried about the world government, your local government, about roads and all that. The only thing they need is empty land and bush. That is nomadic behavior. And somebody called John Yusuf. John Yusuf, I'm surprised you're answering, John. Are you a Christian or Muslim? You say, we are behind you, my brother. Thank you. And Agoloye, let me call you Bode. I prefer Bode. Welcome to my channel. I think this is my first time of seeing your comment. You say, good morning to you, Bode. Where are you watching from? And Diana said, Marvelous, God bless you. Yes, Marvelous is a very intelligent guy, very intelligent. And Johnson Michael, good morning, my brother. Good morning to you all. Thank you. And Ostino TV, one of us. Thank you, Ostino. Thank you for your comment. I can see you guys. So these are things you need to know, because but if I lazy, but 1 year. That is why that's important of the broadcast, to tell you your friends and where you come from, what you need to know, not to preach about violence. You don't even need to fight anybody. We are not here telling you to. I'm not saying you should go and fight anybody. No, that's not what we are saying here. What I'm trying to tell you is what you need to do. Learn how to obey government. Learn how to understand the agenda of the government, like what Marvelous said here. Biafran Liberation Army are not after your business. They're not asking to pay tax. They're not collecting money from you. They know what you don't know. And what you don't know is that you don't even know your problem, because you don't see your back. Somebody will tell you what is in your back. They are the one watching your back. And they know what people are planning against you from behind. That is what they're trying to remove those things. Like I was talking about the people that kidnapped in Enugu State yesterday. Not yesterday, they released the guy yesterday. And the confession or the testimony of that guy, one of the things that he said is that those people that kidnapped him have told them that they are so angry that the guy, I think their boss said that the gang leader said that his father was killed in the community where they kidnapped him, and his brothers was killed as well, and they want to revenge. And in that revenge is by kidnapping. And one thing again, they said that they have a document. That document is from Abuja. That document is a document whereby any Nigerian personnel, be it army, navy, road safety, custom, police, name it, if maybe accidentally, if they've been caught by another Nigerian personnel, another Nigerian security agent, they are going to show them this document, and that document simply means you can't buy them, they can't buy them or jail them. And if they insist, a call from Abuja will come straight to the person, to the security agent that are holding them, and they're going to be released. This is a confession of a kidnapper, okay, to their victim. That is not a joke. It is true. When we know what happened in Enugu, in the December Enugu, in what is it, Nimbo. In the Nimbo people was asking, they went to the army to come and help us, come and help. They said that we can't help you. One-on-one, they told them that we cannot help you. And they gave green light for these kidnappers to go to their villages and tie them. Will they succeeded? If not, the Biafran government, Biafran army decided to step up and do the needful. By now, Nimbo people would have been in the IDP camp. Okay? And Peter Mbah is busy. That's why I told us that the problem of Igbo people is not just Nigerian government, but they are part of it. But one of the major problems of Igbo people are those in the government. Peter Mbah and the whole Uzodinma, all of them they are busy pushing Nigerian army in the streets of their states, making people to believe that they have every protection in this world, that nothing will happen to them. People will believe, oh, we are well secured, we are well secured. But you forgot that those you are seen as your protectors, they are there, okay, incubating kidnappers in the bushes. By the time they will come to your house, you want to run to the bush, you are meeting kidnappers there. And there, if they notice that you cannot afford to pay them, they will buy you and sell your parts. Do you understand it? Because it's a win-win for them after collecting money. Or if you don't have money, then your body parts will give them money. It's all about money. And that money is to advance more conquest. So as they're making money from Nigerian oil, Nigerian federal government, they will be making money to sustain themselves as kidnappers as well, like to survive. I have shown a video of a Fulani lady testifying that a fortune have hit her with her husband. They are now enjoying that the husband got a new job called kidnapping. If you are following this platform, you must have watched that video on this channel. I used that video, if not one, not two, I think 3 times to broadcast. Even though she was saying those in Hausa language, but translation we got says that she is happy, celebrating the job that her husband have gotten, because the husband got a new job, and that she's no longer selling Fura de Nuno, or whatever they call that. And we have Kuruma is here. Kuruma said the zoo has fallen. Thumbs up. Dada Zaza said Mazi Kai Ndewo to my brother. Freeman is here, and Peter Mbah and his members are busy being zoo army in Biafra, bringing zoo army in Biafran land. Okay, you said bring it. I think that should be bringing zoo army in Biafran land. Is it to protect them or to buy Igbo people? Just because ignorant is one of another problem. Most of these people, normally before I bring to you this Danjuma statement, which most of you have listened to him in the past. Why I'm bringing it for you to understand that when you see armored tanks in the street of Biafra land, It's not that just what Iko to ask here. Is it to protect or to buy? What is the mission? But to my own observation, this is my own comment on that. I believe that most of them, normally in our Igbo society, we have this tendency of, checking what we have with what our neighbor have. Like, if you have friends, maybe you and your friend and another friend, and all of you seem to be age mates, you will always want to know how this one is going, how successful your friend is, and you compare with your own. If you notice that your friend he's more successful than you have to go to that your friend and ask him, if your friend is a good friend, he will also raise you up so that you'll be successful just like him. That's Igbo people. Then we also have another part of us that when you see this person is richer than me, I will not go to you. I will be working on how to bring you down and be richer than you. That is the dangerous part of it. What I'm trying to say is this: when they kidnap Mazaman, one of the reasons why the politicians hate Mazaman is the love and the population that he controls without paying a dime, without having party leader, ward leader, ward woman. Without it, people love him naturally. The love they see people show to Mazaman is actually what they are paying to get, and they're not getting it. So the best thing is to, since we cannot, it is obvious you cannot attend to the level that this guy is operating. Let us eliminate him and see since they don't want to listen to us, we will take their love away. We take their love away. This is one of the reasons why they always go after Mazaman. All right. Now that PM is here, pilot the affairs of Biafra. Some of them are also not comfortable with the PM, not because they don't know the work and what he's doing, but being that they are in the political quantum of power, they don't see PM as somebody that are going to overshadow. Like, they will take him away easily. The best thing is to counter whatever that he's doing, just to make sure that they discredit him and tell people that he's nobody, he's nothing. That is another way of bringing. That's what I think. But what they don't know is that they don't ask themselves what happened that made people to show love to these individuals. What is it that these individuals are doing or what they have done that people see as okay? I think what they're saying and what these guys are doing are okay. They don't get to know that. Their focus is on how to bring down. You don't ask yourself what has happened that made people to love these people, to love Mazaman, to love PM. What is it that these guys are doing that we are not doing as a politician? Even if they know, they are not willing to do that because that is not in their manifesto, that's not in their plan whatsoever. Because one thing is they don't care about what people say. They only care about what they will get. That is the agenda of being in Nigerian politics in the first place. Like Tinubu that spend all the money that he has to buy presidential seat. Peter Mbah, in the other hand, spend all the money that he has to buy gubernatorial seat. Is Uzodinma the same thing? Are you saying that they are going to abandon all this money they have spent to be where they are today, just to make you have good governance? The answer is no. They are not going to do that. And okay. Okay, let me open it here. I think okay. Obuchi John said the kidnap happened in Enugu. The one they called himself Worldwide Youth. He did not see the kidnap going on the Enugu. Who is Worldwide Youth? I don't even know who the person you are talking about. You mean the one that are saying that the Enugu have the remind me the person you are talking about, the Worldwide Youth. I don't even know that. Odums Philip said, "Good morning, brother. Good morning to you, Obi Eze. Maazi Kai report. Otuto to you, my brother. Nice to have you from here. My Mechuko Kabia bless you and your family for the great job you are doing for Biafrans worldwide. God bless you, my brother. I love that. Thank you." And Freeman said, "Yes, they don't want to be overshadowed. But the government of the Biafran government is doing the right thing to the people. The right thing the Biafran government are doing is standing at their face. They can see it. But the problem is that are they willing to show the love that Biafran government are showing? He's not. He can't see it. That's all the fact. Just like what Ikenga said, that instead of Biafran to come from PM, let it not come. Across everything, across everywhere. That is what happened when you join something that you don't know their source. Because if you know that Biafran government or Biafra is the source and everything about Biafra is not about organization. There's a difference between if you can join club meeting and say what you want to say and do what you want to do, but not when it has to do with Biafra movement. Do you understand? Because Biafran is more than a covenant organization. Like, we know that the power in the blood covenant. E.g., if you want to marry a girl and the girl said that I am afraid of you abandoning you, I'm afraid of you abandoning the marriage or rejecting everything that we are doing. No, maybe I'm afraid that this may not work, and the fault will come from you as a man. And you want to prove to your girlfriend that, look, I am truthful. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to do this. All my promises, I'm going to fulfill it. And the girl said, let's just bando. Let us do covenant. And by bando, which is we call covenant, we call it Ibando in Igbo language. Now, that Omobando has to do with blood. We know how powerful that is. Even people that are not Igbos understand what I'm saying. In your own nation, in your own villages or community or town, if you have blood covenant with a girl, you know how deep that covenant is. Compare it with people that have died for Biafra, liberation of Biafra. Every year, that blood is being renewed by one way or another. Is either they buy people, sacrifice this blood by sabotage or by confrontation, or those that die protesting. These are covenant. These are blood speaking. These are so when you wake up and you want to do Kuruke movement, let us deal with them. Let us do them. And to you, the best way to hurt Sabotage is to go against Biafra movement. Once that that's all I can tell you. It is better a wise man always calculates his footsteps, his words, his action before he back on anything. Because you don't just talk because you want to talk. And I'm not here to tell you that you are going to buy, no. Because this is something, when human beings don't fight for spirit, spirit is fight for human being. You can only invoke spirit, appease the spirit to do something on your behalf. Spirit cannot come to you and say, please, go and do this on my behalf. No, it doesn't work that way. Unless if the spirit is maybe like the story that some people have shared, a relative that is dead may appear to you in dream and say, okay, that can do some ritual and sacrifice for me to avenge my death. I want to revenge. I want to go back after the person that acquired me. That one is different. But when it has to do with Biafra, that children have died, elderly people have died, people passed away with curse on Nigeria. People passed away with a lot of grief in their minds. And you just wake up one day and think that the best way to, and for you to see this stupidity, you want to attack PM of Ghana, and you start with the Biafran issue. That is one of the deadly missions anyone can embark on. That's one of the deadly missions anyone can embark on. And From history, anybody have done that have not succeeded. You have not. Go and check. You may be eating it and join today. You are happy, you are happy, you are happy. Okay, I don't know. But I'm with it. But if I were you, for those of you that are still not seeing that kind of movement, take your time, do some research, ask questions. I'm not saying you get about Biafra, no. Ask questions about people that have done this. Even the recent one that just happened. Maybe start from what is the name of this guy that always on Facebook ranting? Chukuma. Is it no? What is the name of this guy that said his name is Ijele? I hate to call him Ijele. What is his real name? His real name. I want to call his real name. His real name is Chuka what? I've forgotten his surname, but you know who I'm talking about, right? Start from his own story until this date, until now. Do you know that confident in the DOS after the kidnapping of Mazamanakano was touching sky? The confidence they have in making sure they take Samonekpa and Biafrans away is, I mean, you can't it was very, very tall. Today, the humility and humbleness that are hitting them now is shocking. They couldn't believe it. All right, this is what you get. Choka of Ebu, okay, of Ebu. Thank you, of Ebu. Thank you. Is it Chuku? Okay, Choka of Ebu. Yeah, you are right. Chuku of Ebu. Jele speak. Today I had a news. I don't know. I'm not saying that is somebody. I watched a video. In fact, someone made that video, and that video. The title of that video is that he's down with a very deadly sickness now. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's verified. I can't come out and tell you what I'm not sure of. But what I'm saying is that he's down with a sickness that is very deadly, very, very deadly sickness. And they rushed him to hospital. I don't know how truthful, but that is a story for another day. What I'm saying is that there's no way or joy is not going to profit you anything. You can use that your time to do something that will keep you long, keep you safe, protect your. There's joy in doing good things. Do you know that what PM is doing today? Let me say this: what PM and Masakan is what they're doing today. If God destined them to live, let's assume that God have destined them to live 70 years or 80. With what they are doing to the voiceless, their lifespan have extended to 100 and something now, because they are living for others to live. That's where I can put it. Anything that happened to these individuals now may take people's life away, and for the sake of people's life, they are going to live long. Do you understand it? So there's joy, there's a gain in doing good thing and making sure that you care for humanity and do the right thing. Now, we talked about the invention of Nigerian security agencies and their collaboration with those we call many people called kidnappers and banditry, henchmen and what have you. What this man said, remember, in 1967, during the war, this man happened to be one of the commanders. He's ex-military general for that matter. When anybody that answered general in Nigeria, because they participated in war, they have served, they have done this and done that. And the only war one have attended is within Africa and especially in Biafran land. And today, he seeing what is happening in his own state, in his own region, he can't bear it any longer. Okay? And no military have gone to harass him or do this. No. What he said here, or civilians cannot say it and get away with it. Listen.
This state is under assault. There's an attempt at
T.Y. Danjuma, former chief of army staff. He have lead Nigerian, like Musa today. This man was like that, like Musa today. Listen.
Ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course, in all the riverine state of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude.
Now, the armed forces are not neutral. Do you know what it means that army forces are not neutral? It simply means they are not neutral in the sense that you don't support Mr. A, support Mr. B. You will stand on something that is diligent, something that is profitable to everybody, to every part of the component of Nigeria. That is when somebody is neutral. You are neutral. You are not agent or a stooge of any part of the country. You are not carrying out your operation to favor one individual. You are not doing your assignment to make sure that you bring other people down for others to climb on them. That is what he said. They are not neutral. A bishop that was kidnapped in Biafra land have testified that when they kidnap him, it is just few people away from the army checkpoint from where they pick him up. Yesterday, the Biafran they kidnapped that came out and to tell us to make it clear that these are what they told them. They said those things just for people to be aware. But if Nigeria is a country that is not supporting the kidnappers and the terrorism, what that intel is enough for armed forces to invade that bush and by any of them that want to resist and make sure they get them arrested. But guess what? From Abuja, where the armies, the security agents that are operating in Enugu in Biafra land are receiving command, they have given those ones license to do whatever they want. Anything, call me on phone. The hotline is there for them to call any time. You see the difference. And the army, those that have been deployed in Biafra land, they don't have power to do anything unless they deal with the problem from Abuja. So when problem is from Abuja, can you solve the problem in Abuja from the state? The answer is no. You have to go to Abuja to solve it. And there's no way you solve it because their brothers and their sisters, ordinary protest. You see how they politicize their so-called protest. So for you to know how difficult it's going to be for an army officers to how difficult it is for army officers to take government away and take over the country. To carry out coup in Nigeria is very, very difficult now than before, because whoever that is president, in fact, you can only carry out coup when you have some people that have different opinion, okay? But those that have different opinion are just clerical workers, like people who don't offer anything, who cannot even be in a security meeting. They can't be there. So this man saying they are collude, he know what he was saying. He know what he said. Now listen.
They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them.
Facilitating movement is by telling them when to come out to penetrate villages. I mean, we may see them patrolling your villages. You think they are doing security check? No, they are checking the movement of bandits. That's what it means. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not trying to explain to you what Uzodinma is saying. So when you are witnessing kidnappers, like some people, yesterday when this Biafrans were saying that they kidnapped them and this is their experience and all that, some of us were like, how come they are still penetrating into our home when Biafran army and our people are very, very vigilant? Oh, you are asking that. But the same you, when you see Biafran army engaging Nigerian army, you'll be oh, you are causing problem. You are bringing a problem to our people. If Nigerian army and police are being taken away in terms of taking them away from the road, kidnappers will not be in our land. Because for them to come from the north successfully with the catapult and everything, people that transfer those catapults to them are the one you see on uniform. That is why he said they cover them. They facilitate their movement. If ask yourself, from the north to east, how many checkpoints are you going to meet? Remember that you too collude when Nigerian army. No, anybody can repent. At least this statement he made have a lot of evidence in terms of what Biafran government in exile are doing with international communities. So this, when you, as a Biafran, or let's say as a cabinet member of Biafran government in exile, if you approach any United Nations or Congress members in US to tell them about what is going on in Nigeria, they may say that you are saying that because we're Biafran. But this video evidence from someone that has served Nigerian army is a very clear proof. Do you understand? So God works in a mysterious way. If Uzodinma did not make this statement, it will be more difficult for you to tell the people of the world what these people have done. But with this video, you don't need to travel to Nigeria to see if it's true or not. This is an former army chief telling you what he knows about what is going on. So what proof again are you talking about? So I don't want to count on what he have committed. Do you know why his village? Because he's saying this out of anger. Because he's now on a military hour. If the whole thing was happening in Biafran land, he will not be saying this. So there's a reason why the heat touched his land for him to confess and say what he know, the intent that he have, and that's why he was forced to confess it publicly. And that will get a long way to benefit Biafrans. That's not the fact. This video is pure video evidence. Do you understand? It's pure video evidence. If you play this video to any government of the world that care to know your pain, that government, or let's say that government is like a what is the name of this man? Mark Zuckerberg, the one that owns the Facebook. Mark, that his own assignment is to take money from government of the country, of the nation, and ask them which organization or group that you want us to suppress on the Facebook space. Government will say, okay, any content that has to do with the Biafran is okay. So Zuckerberg and his group cannot. This video will not do anything to them. Their own is to pay me money. If Biafran comes, the number one person that I will make sure that I will champion that Biafran will ban them on in the Biafran internet is Facebook. I don't want Facebook to be in Biafran land. If Biafran government can do that, I will love it. Take them away. Let them go out from Biafran land. Facebook is useless. Very, very useless. YouTube is good to compare Facebook. Of course, Twitter is good. And why I'm debating is because of what our brother Iko Toye said. Iwu Biafra is here. Hello, Ma. I say hello to you. I see you. Bujijan says, so what about all the checking points? What are there for in the eastern part? That's what I was saying, my brother. The checkpoint, when this man said they facilitate their movement, they cover them. They facilitate their movement, they cover them. That's the issue. That's the issue. That's the point. That's the point. They cover them because they are working for them. If you kidnap them, some people will say, oh, these bandits are very strong. Oh, no. If you deal with the army and police, those ones you think that they are government officials. If you take them away, these terrorists, these bandits can never ever have a say, even a hunt in our land. Greetings, Mazekai. God bless you and strengthen you for your good job. That's Chineye MC. Thank you so much. So let's continue. Let's continue.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Did you hear that? Not you all die by a mass, one by one, house to house. Instant attack on them will trigger them to go to your villages, and they will kill you one by one. Okay, event after event after event, one by one. That is why we need to protect lives and properties of Biafrans. That is the need of everything that you Biafrans are saying. This is just the part. Okay? If they tell you stay at home, stay at home. Don't allow yourself to be a manu. Do not allow yourself to be a manu. Let me go to other things we have before the program, before we come to an end. PM made it clear. Every Biafran must be ready to carry arms. We are facing extinction threats in Nigerian terrorist states. The government of Biafran is ready to arm everyone, both young and old Biafrans, for self-defense anywhere you are within Biafran land and beyond. The month of August will be deadly, he said, as the Nigerian terrorist state has planned to attack many locations during their protest. Protest will start from 1st of August, right? Being tomorrow. In the coming weeks, we will lock down all Nigerian government houses, the facilities in former Imo State for the death of Biafran lady, okay, killed by Nigerian terrorist police during the fierce battle with Biafran forces. Okay, all terrorist police stations in former Imo State will be shut down as we continue to demand the withdrawal of these terrorists from Biafran land. The date of the shutdown to be announced later this week. That's why, if you don't pay attention, that lady that I told us that we discussed that about her is heartbroken. She came out to do POS, I believe, because I saw POS beside her, and during the time of engagement of preachers and Nigerian army, Nigerian police, in this case, they decided to turn against civilians and buy them. That's why PM said that it's not going to continue that way. Okay, it's not going to continue that way. We are going to, excuse me. Okay. There's another announcement that PM made. Biafrans are they are everyone in the comment section asking for demanding for the catapult as well. But let me go back to other things that we have to discuss. I saw a post from Mega Gift, which is laughable. I will think I need to do some reaction on that before we end this broadcast. Okay, Biafran government in exile announced a new slogan for Biafran liberation. Biafran government in exile slogan for Biafran liberation. The Republic government in exile, led by Simon Ekpa, has announced a new slogan for the authorization of Biafran declaration. Ekpa disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday through his official X handle. According to him, the new slogan for Biafran, he says separatist movement in Dala. That is Nigerian media reporting. Is freedom or by freedom or death? That's what I can see here. Disclaimer: I am not here to promote violence. I'm not here to tell you that you should commit crime. Killing is bad. We are here to tell you that you should stay away from anything that will lead you losing your life, anything that will cause you life or destruction of properties. That's what I'm here to tell you, to avoid those things, stay away from armed terrorists. It's not going to help you, because if you are getting yourself closer to them, the tendency of you losing your life is high. So we are here to promote life, not to cost life. Thank you. And PM shared something very, very disturbing image. I don't like to hear this kind of news. It's not nobody is dead, but what Biafrans are going through in Nigeria. Just hear this. I will flip the camera so that we will read it together. We will read it together. And PM have reacted to this. Okay. This is Favor Ophili. Favor Ophili must be a Biafran, I believe. Must be a Biafran. But now listen. It is with great regrets that I have just been told I will not be competing in the 100 meters at these Olympic Games. I qualified, but those with the FNA, AFN, that is I don't know, is it A stand for what? I don't know what is I don't know this acronym, what the meaning, and the NOC failed to enter me. I have worked for 4 years to earn this opportunity. For what? They deprive her of competing. If you check her name, you know, right? If you check her name, you know the reason. Then PM said this. Those who allow their children to go and disgrace themselves in the name of Nigerian will always regret. Upon the fact that Biafrans and other ethnic nationalities are dumping Nigerians, some parents with Biafran names refuse to educate their children. Look at this one crying in Olympic. Are you better than Francis Obikwele? Francis Obikwelu, Gloria Alozie, and many more who train in Nigeria and dump their terrorist state for Portugal and Spain, and many more. Have you seen any Fulani in the sports? But there will be the one making decision in AFN and taking you to Olympic to disgrace you like this. We will sanction some of you who are representing Nigeria from 2024 December. Represent Nigeria from 2024 December. That is second December 2024. That is coming. Is on the way. So this is the news. All right, and like I said, it's very, very funny. I love PM just remind me of something. We cannot blame. Sometimes we don't blame our children. We need to blame. Sometimes we blame but every child that is not well educated or well informed, we end up being a parent. If you don't know, what are you going to teach your parent? This is the reason why you yourself, at this point in time that you are not parent yet, or you are a new parent, you need to start getting yourself acquainted with information that you need so that you can teach your children to know what. That's the difference between Yorubas and Igbos. Yorubas today, we have a lot of hatred from Yoruba extraction because their parents have time to tell them to pass this hatred on them. Igbos don't. Few may be, but not like from Oduduwa land. That is self-preservation, they called it. They said it's self-preservation. You are preserving your identity and what you consider to be your integrity. And that is a way they can, let their children know how to live in Nigeria. That by living in Nigeria simply means you have to hate and hate and hate and deny love from certain people and cherish your own. How many of our parents are teaching their children this kind of thing? That's why it's not. Instead, you receive disgrace and you don't bother on how your children will face the same disgrace. Is very, very shocking and very, very sad at the same time. PM have made it clear to mainstream media and some news platforms that whenever Biafran Liberation Army stand and defend Biafrans and Biafran land, many of them will turn around and start telling you that you should do this and do that. That you are buying army, you're buying this, and buying that. Let me start with one. I will just share a few of them. Biafrans. Okay, this is the slogans that we will talk about, and here, let me bring this news for you to see. Okay, here is the news that I want you to pay attention to. Those killing innocent Biafrans cannot be addressed as police or army officers. So what PM is saying here is that you don't just come to Biafran land and buy, then you expect people to, when anything happen to those that are buying, you say, oh, that you are killing army, you are killing army, you are buying army. That is not going to be the same anymore. That you don't call them army when it is very, very clear that they are not. Okay? You don't call them you don't call them like that because they are not. That's what PM is saying here. And that is just a fact. That's just a fact because army and police don't know the rule of engagement. If you have been here watching this live broadcast, you must have seen where we played a video of Marvelous Arenze. Arenze made it clear that they don't know the rule of engagement. Rule of engagement is you as an officer, police or army, as military personnel, knowing that going after civilians and using some dangerous weapon on armed civilians is not what we call the rule of engagement. It is actually a terrorist act. You can arrest citizens and detain, interrogate and investigate, but not investigation that some of them are doing. That's not how to do. You don't do that, expect people to take you serious. So that statement that PM made, I think is very, very okay. Very, very okay. Now, to prove to you that when people say that, like T.Y. Daniel said that they are collude and they are working hand in hand with armed bandits, this is from Sahara Reporter. Okay, this screenshot is from Sahara Reporter. EFCC police personnel kidnapped for ransom. Syndicate in Enugu, okay, detain suspected fraudsters in makeshift cell. Where is makeshift cell? I don't know that. I've not heard about it before. So the issue is that the EFCC police personnel formed, kidnapped for ransom. Syndicate in Enugu, detain suspected fraudsters. The issue here is not only on police, army also part of the issue. The most important thing is what we call them. We, the Biafrans people, the legitimate stewardship of Biafran land, sees and regards anything Nigerian a terrorist in Biafran land, including the Biafrans that represent Nigeria in Biafran land. This one hits hard though, because sometimes they will tell you you are going after your brother. Don't you have, like I watched a video of former lawyer of Master Namdekan called what is the name of this guy? I wanted to say Carol White. Ejiofor. That when you see the name of this police personnel that are being fired, that is always about their names are Igbos. You are fighting your brother. Then who gave your brother uniform? Your brother can be your enemy. Your brother can be the one, pushing to buy you. Anyway, as we are rounding up the program, I want you to pay attention to this our brother, Humble Lion TV. He has something to say about Ikenga. Now let's go there.
eji nọmba Ikenga ọkpọ ya na-echeki ọhịa ọgwụla sọ nwaanyị di ya nwụrụ anwụ nwere experience ihe Ikenga na-agabiga. Ikenga dị ka nwaanyị di ya nwụrụ anwụ. Nwaanyị di ya nwụrụ anwụ unu maka o si eji echiche edo otu o si eleta ụmụazị, edo otu o si eme uwe ya, edo otu o si eme uwe ya. Ekwu na-ekwu ihe awụ nwaanyị nọ n'ime ya ikwu na because of na ị ga-enweta emejọ mmadụ ibe gị. Enweghị onye n'ụwa Ikenga na-anọ n'echiche ọma mgbe ọ na-ebide ọma ma ọ ga-aga iru ma ọ ga-aga azụ. Ị ga-afụzi ya na-ayọpụta na o nwere political ambition nke niile ahazi zero. Ikenga tụọsụ mmụọ onwe ya apịtị onye kọsụrụ ya Ifeanyi Uba. Ihe niile Ikenga na-abịa m naghị na-ekwu maka our prime minister onye kọsụrụ ya na-ekwu na a ga-enweta Biafra na without a politician ndị go with all this corrupt Igbo politician onye ọbụla ama ga-abịa stọpụrụ anyị Biafra anyị. Onye gwaga ihe ahụ Ifeanyi Uba ugbu a na Ikenga na echiche na-achị igbu ya. Iwe m ji ahụ Ikenga ama m na onweghị ifere n'anya, onweghị common ifere n'anya, but iwe m ji ahụ Ikenga achọghị m ikwu too much maka ya, but ihe m kwupụta bụ na ụwa anyị nọ n'ime ya enweghị ihe na ya. Gị na-eme ihe na-eme ikode because of ihe nke m chọrọ ya na-emebi isi mmadụ ibe. Enweghị nọ n'ụwa ya nwa na onwe ya afọ ya o believe ya ọ dị shọkụ believe ya sa ya bụzi ya politik ya unu na-eji eki ọhịa ma ọ dị fọm of nwaanyị di ya nwụrụ anwụ.
Icheki na Ikenga, I can only promise what I can do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't. Anyway, that is a humble lion for you, and I love the way he passes his message. So I promised that I will bring to you the post of IPON in the regional government, the chief news media, those who can tell you when. Even it's not only Ikenga is in short. Now I know that the source of their money, DOS regional government agitators, all of them, that most of them, if not all, rely on Ifeanyi Uba have paid a lot of money to them, and with death of Ifeanyi Uba, anyway, let me not go there. The only thing I can tell you is that the humbleness and humility in them now is second to none. You see, money is the root of all evil, especially those ones that are worshiping money. You don't use your senses. You think that money is more important than your brain. This is what he said. The whole Southeast Biafra has been militarized, despite the fact that the Southeast is shown no sign of joining any bad government in Nigeria. This thing is what this guy have been posting all this while about protest. What might spark surprising from the Southeast will be the provocation. Igbo has been targeted, and if care is not taken, provocation might result in dangerous retaliation. Yeah, okay. Also on dangerous igini or pump Ifeanyi Uba retaliation one. Okay, anyway, protests are happening in the north. I don't know why every attention should be focused on the east, because why you focus on the east? Because the government of Nigeria have people like you, those who don't know their left or right. As long as you can wave bundle of money in their face, they will forget their name, who have shown no interest in this upcoming protest. The militarization of Biafran is unacceptable. Unacceptable by who? Yeah, this kind of statement is the problem that I have with most of them, if not all. Now, to use, just for you to know, people talk, instead of him to use Nigerian Army's picture, okay, to do this his post, let me expand the picture so that you may guess the pictures of people that he's using. Out of, I don't know the intention. Since you are talking about the militarization of different land by Nigerian army, since you are now waking up, right? You want to condemn Nigeria for once. Now, since when Nigerian army started dressing like this, I don't want to tell you who these people are. I'm not saying that I know who they are, but I'm just being honest. They are not Nigerian army. That's number one. These are not Nigerian army. And the picture of Nigerian army in different land is not hidden. Then what is the intention of using a different picture in posting this you are posting here? Is it Nigerian army? Are these people Nigerian army? Please, someone should correct me if I'm wrong. Are they Nigerian army? I have not seen Nigerian army dressing in this way. So why don't you use Nigerian army to post that to make that your post? I have not seen Nigerian army in this. Maybe they started it last night, maybe, but to my best of my knowledge, I have not seen Nigerian army in this outfit. So these people are somehow relying and trusting in the activities of Biafran army, because if not, tell me why this guy is making this post, telling them it's unacceptable. People that are putting their finger in your eyes, after they've chewed their first eyes in their first finger in one of your eyes, you manage to use the other eyes. I told them that, putting your hands in my eyes is unacceptable. But the hand is already in your eyes. You are telling them that if you put the second one, if you put your finger in my second eyes, it is unacceptable. The one that shook in your first eye, what did you do? You went underground, straight underground, and started negotiating with Ifa, because you know that many of you, all of you, not many, all of you that are following Master American are hungry. This goes to what I told you a few days ago, that anybody telling you that, I'm a freedom fighter, I am a freedom fighter, we are this, we are that, is lying to you. I am a activist, is lying to you. Only 2 activists we have today. Sunday Igbo is not an activist. I don't see him as an activist. Yes, he's not a freedom fighter yet. Why? Because he's still dining and whining with the politicians, even though he distanced himself in some things that they said yesterday. But he still not make that. He have not gotten to that level that I'm talking about. Yorubas have their own. The treatment between Yorubas and Igbos are different. And when I see an Igbo person lying to himself about what we are going through, I feel so pain. It hurts so differently. I feel so pain when I see this kind of people, when I see them trying to, act as if Nigerian is good, that we just need to touch 1 or 2 things and fix it. Nigerian is not car that has no engine. Okay, is more. It is easy for you to move a car that's not engine. The engine has knocked. It's easy for you to promise that with your prayer, the engine will start working again than to make Nigeria to work. I mean, the car, you don't need to take it to mechanic. Just place your hand on it. It's easy for that prayer to work. That car that has no engine at all will start moving than Nigeria to be fixed. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So for you to know the mission that you are trying to embark on, I want to fix, I want to protest, it is easy for you to, a car that don't have any tire, no engine, no even steering, okay? It is easy for you to use prayer and make that car to have tire, fix engine by himself, steering and everything, and start moving. It's easy for you to walk, to pray, and that prayer will be answered than to pray than Nigerian, let alone going to protest and all this nonsense. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. We are going to end it now. We have spent a lot of minutes here. This is 1 hour, 35 minutes, and we are going to end it now. So See you again and take care of yourself. Before you go like the video, if you don't mind, and if you are new, please subscribe. Okay, subscribe. We want to see how many, how far we can go. Today is the last day of the month. Today is the last day of the month. So next, tomorrow will be 1st of August. Anyway, we are going to be here again, hopefully tonight. All right, and see you again. Take care of yourself, and whatever you want, if you can just put on comment section, I will check comments and see. For those of you that will watch later, if you have anything to say or to discuss, to contribute on all we have discussed, please put it on comment section. I will be reading it. I will be reading that. If anything that you want me to say, you want me to know about all we have discussed, and my number is available for you. Like I saw a comment of one of our brother in Enugu State telling me that Enugu State they have this military tank and all that. You can take a picture and send it to our WhatsApp or video, if as case may be, so we can relate it to our people, our Igbo people, Biafrans, to know what is going on in our land. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye bye for now.